Hey everyone, welcome back to Jesse's Lane. Got a good topic to talk about today as we get back into gig work, as we go into DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, Grubhub. Also, going to get into a lot of other apps, especially with all the things that are going on right now. So it's been fun to kind of sign up for everything and get as many as I can. Talk about that in another video. The reason why I'm really loading up and trying to get as many apps as I possibly can get on right now. Um, it is just for video. It's some for videos, but it's a lot more. If you really are interested in stocks and that sort of thing, definitely check out some other of my videos of those. As That's going to be getting interesting here really shortly. I'm going to be making a bunch more videos on the stock market, that kind of thing. Um, so much news going on right now, and I could make probably 10 to 15 videos. But anyway, right now, today, I'm going to be talking about why dashers just aren't making good money out there in the field, delivering food, also just doing like Instacart as well. And these are 5 steps that I really like to stick by whenever I'm out there delivering things that I got on my mind when I'm out there delivering food. So I'm going to make myself smaller here, and we're going to kind of go over some things here. And I think I'll be blacked out here, so let's get a slideshow. Yeah, there we go. All right. So anyway, like I said, why a lot of delivery drivers don't make good money. Just kind of go over 5 steps here. So number one, it's understanding that certain restaurants aren't worth going to. Like my area, for instance, I try to stay away from certain restaurants. So um, obviously, any Walmart orders that come to me, I always deny. And then this one, the middle one here, is just insane. You've got, I think I counted like 7 or 8. It might have been like 6 or 7, but anyway, I think it was 7 or 8. Uh, houses that I had delivered to, which is just insane. Um, and it's just not worth it. All Walmart deliveries that I found were very, very difficult, especially on the weekends. So, like if you're on a Saturday, like even Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I just found it basically worthless because I would sit there in line, waiting to get in that pickup line for at least half hour. It felt like. So, I mean, I never wait that long. I usually just, you know, move on, get out of it as quickly as possible, especially when I see that long line. I don't even think about it. Um, so anyway, and then also, I guess what something else that I should mention is DoorDash is no longer partnering with uh, Walmart. It's going to be Uber Eats. Uber Eats is already getting a lot of Walmart orders. Obviously, I'm signed up with them, and they have quite a few coming to me right now, and I have denied every single one. I don't know if it's going to be any better than DoorDash or not. I guess I should try to accept one and see what happens. But anyway, like you can see here, also, um, the one on your right, it's a Hy-Vee grocery um, delivery, and basically this one you're going to have to go out and shop for items. As you can see, it's 12 items. Short mileage, only 3.3 miles, which isn't bad for $9. So, what I like to do, I like to do at least $1 an item. So if I'm not getting $1 an item, I usually typically won't even mess with it. And typically, I don't even really do it unless it's like less than 8. Honestly, I'm just not very quick at them. Uh, Hy-Vee is not a store that I go to a lot, so it's very difficult for me to find stuff fairly quickly. I'd make more money just delivering food. Much better at judging those. It's, I already I don't have to know the items. As soon as I get in the store, you finally figure out what you have to go to. I feel like I'm just running around the store like crazy. But anyway, also another one here on the left side here. It's Chipotle order. And Chipotle in my area is starting to get a little bit better, but a lot of times I just do not take Chipotle orders. So again, these are restaurants that you need to take really notes on. That's what I do. I literally take out my note pen, or sometimes I'll even use my phone in my notes. Kind of tell me what times uh, different restaurants are doing better. Like McDonald's, for instance, is another one that doesn't do very well for my area. I always felt like we did so much better when we just used the red card orders back in 2019, long time ago. But anyway, ever since they partnered, I've always hated McDonald's, and I try to stay away from them unless it's like a later night delivery or something like that where they're not quite as busy. And you're also able to skip the line. So that's just kind of things that I like to keep track of. Let's go on to the next thing. So another thing that you need to be careful of whenever DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub send you orders is they give you stuff that looks exactly like this. So a lot of people they get excited when they see that $12 order, $12.11. But if you kind of look over here, yes, it's 3 items, so low items probably won't take very long. My Panera Bread in my area is very, very quick. So honestly, if I just headed straight over, it'd probably be already ready. They're really quick at getting them out. And another big thing that you need to look at is obviously the mile total. So 8.8 miles total. For me, I need minimum of $1.50. And from my area, it's just not worth it. This I remember. I guess I could have screenshot the more top of the area where it shows exactly where it's going. But my area takes me way, 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 way out of it, and would not be worth even thinking about considering this one, just because it just takes me so far out of my area. Probably a 6 mile drive back to my area where the restaurants are, so it would just be not worth it in the end. So that's another thing that you need to really keep in mind when you're out there. Don't get excited whenever you see a big order. Typically, if you see a big order, it's going to end up being something like this. Now, I have some screenshots, obviously, that, you know, big, big upfront pay and low miles. So, I just sent one on my Instagram. If you don't follow me there, just go follow me, Jesse Lane Official. And yeah, I believe I got like a $20.50 order. I believe Dollar General was like 6 items or something like that. I had to shop for. Um, so yeah, it's just really quick, really easy, that sort of thing. Believe it took me like less than 10 minutes. So I do like doing those Dollar General orders. But yeah, that's the next step that I would really look for. Um, just look for mileage and obviously the total items. Those are going to tell you. 3 items, you're probably not going to get more money than $12.11. So something else to keep in mind. It's just not going to be a very big bill, and typically on smaller bills, they're not going to pay as much, even if the delivery is so much farther. Now, that's not always the case, but typically that's just how it works. And next thing is don't deliver in areas that you don't know. I can't tell you this is one of the more important ones. So I'm not going to say the most important because there's obviously another one that's really heavy on my mind. But just be familiar with your area. It's why, like, you don't know what restaurants you're going to go into, if they're really, really bad, if they're really quick. You're not going to have a good idea, and you're going to be getting out of a lot of orders, and then your completion rate is going to keep on falling, and eventually it's just you're going to have to wait them out, because you can have an 80% completion rate. Once you get below that, you basically are deactivated from everyone that I've seen. As soon as that 79% hits, you're deactivated. It's pretty straightforward, and they don't really like to take people back after they've reached that. So it's something to keep in mind whenever you're out there. Just know know your area that you deliver in. It's very, very important. One of the things that I do best is I'm just so familiar with everything, and I've wrote all this stuff down that basically I just know exactly where to go, what areas, what spots that are hot. All that kind of stuff makes a huge difference when you're out there dashing. I can't tell you um, how much more money I've made just by keeping in the same area. I don't follow peak pay. That's another thing that you really need to be aware of whenever you're out dashing. A lot of people will just chase peak pay. They'll see like $4 peak pay, and then I see all the time on the community group. Oh, it's slow over here, and blah blah blah. It's, well, yeah, everyone saw $4 peak pay, and they went over there. Yeah, I'm not going over there. I would much rather go with somewhere no peak pay, Trust me, I've been in the peak pays where it's been like $8 at one time, and it's slow. Yes, I did less deliveries and made almost the same money, but that's $8 peak pay. That's really, really high. You don't ever see that anymore. Maybe during the winter you may see some like fives, but outside of that, you're not going to really see $8 peak pay. That was also back when not near as many people um, delivered food, also. So something else to keep in mind. And obviously, this is another big one. These last three have been these are huge, but people won't run multiple apps to give themselves more opportunities to succeed. Um, so that's another big one. You need to run 3 4 apps. That's what I would recommend. Maybe not first when you're starting out, but definitely over time. Once you feel comfortable, definitely give some more apps some tries, and you're going to be shocked how much more money you're going to make. It's going to be a huge difference. You're not going to be, um, just susceptible to Uber Eats, or you're not going to be, just getting orders from DoorDash. You're not going to just be getting orders from Grubhub. You're going to have all kinds of different things, and just try to get behind as many as you can. I mean, I've literally been signing up with everything. I just got with Instacart, Shipped, Amazon Flex, and I'm trying to get on Spark, but in my area, it doesn't really seem like they're doing it right now. So we'll see if that changes, and I'll definitely let you know. But for now, it seems like my area is just kind of keeping with Uber Eats, um, and literally that DoorDash. I mean, I haven't gotten a Walmart order in at least a week now, and that's about whenever they announced all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure that DoorDash is done with Walmart completely, and Walmart's just moved on to Uber Eats. So something else to keep in mind if you're delivering with Uber Eats. Now that's obviously in my area. I've talked to people that love Spark and they make good money. They sent me screenshots, that sort of thing. Um, Two people that I know uh, really like that. So just continue to try to sign up with these companies. Yes, you might be on a waiting list, but in the long run, you're definitely going to be getting more delivery opportunities whenever nights are slow. Um, and with the economy coming up, uh, continue to watch those videos that I'm going to be posting here. Subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of good stuff coming news wise from that. It's going to get interesting and be very, very interesting. Probably won't be as bad as what everyone's thinking, but never know. Better be safe than sorry. Definitely for sure. And so this is one of the biggest things. This is actually the biggest thing. This is the last, you know, thing that I continue to feel like people don't make good money on delivering food. Basically, is just too high acceptance rate. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how many times that you're gonna, you know, find so much bigger orders by, um, declining orders left and right. So I need to post a screenshot of my ratings, and I think it'll shock a lot of you. Um, and I'll probably try to do that on all 3 apps. I don't know if Grubhub lets me do that, but I know that Uber Eats and DoorDash definitely have an acceptance rating that they give you to kind of show you where you're at. Um, an acceptance rating, another thing that people cannot get over is you cannot get deactivated for acceptance rates. You are an independent contractor. You're 1099. You're a business owner. Act like one. Only take ones that you want. Uh, if you don't like it, don't take it. If you love it, take it. That's how it works. I can't stress that enough. That is the biggest thing that you will find out doing this. Um, as you can see here, just kind of have some examples. Obviously these are all DoorDash, just because it's one of the biggest ones, and I feel like that's what most people do. But I mean, also, I should have posted probably some other ones as well. But anyway, you get the idea. This is kind of what you're looking at. But yeah, it's just the $3, $4, $5 orders. Don't even think about. I don't even care if it's like a half mile from your, the other delivery. What if that order is behind and all of a sudden you've wasted another 5 minutes? Well, then Well, then people just say, well, you can just get out of it and just keep on moving. Well, yeah, that's just such a waste of your completion rate. Completion rate's huge. Obviously, like I said earlier, it's just once you get below 80%, you're done. They are going to kick you off. I don't know what it is for all these other apps like Uber, Grubhub, that sort of thing. I don't know exactly what their ratings are. I need to look into that more. But for DoorDash, obviously, it's definitely below that 80% threshold. Once you get below that, you're pretty well done. And there's quite a few people that I know, as soon as that hit, they were done. And it used to be actually a little bit lower. It used to be 70%, and now it's gone up to 80. So they definitely have increased that, probably because more drivers that they have on hand now. They're able to do that. So, but anyway, gas is still high. Uh, don't be taking these small orders. Um, just take ones that actually you feel comfortable with, um, ones that are going to improve your earnings. And just because you're not keeping the wheels turning does not mean that you're not going to make money. Trust me, I've sat 30 minutes before, and then all of a sudden a huge one came by, like one of these, like 47, 49. Some of these just pop up whenever you're sitting there. And just think about it. Whenever you're sitting there, other people are delivering other orders. And so that you're going to have more and more opportunities to just get a big one that you're going to like. Obviously, this middle one here, it's definitely I don't believe this is the biggest one. I believe this is the second biggest, but this is the biggest one I took a screenshot of. I believe my biggest one, though, is $54. And that was pretty awesome. I remember that day. That was definitely during the 2020 pandemic, kind of at the beginning, where the government sent out stimulus checks, that sort of thing. Anyway, I really want to talk about stocks. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so stay tuned to that. But like I said, just gas is high. Maintenance is going to cost more in your car. Just keep all this stuff in mind. Be a business owner. Just use some common sense, basically. And those are your 5 reasons right there that I believe that people, just aren't making very good money. Get out of this real quick and make myself a little bit bigger and talk just a second here. So yeah, I just feel like this is something that everyone needs to get behind. If we can all get behind this, DoorDash is going to have to pay us more. Uber Eats is going to have to pay more. They're going to have to supplement these orders, and they're going to have to pay a little bit more. And why not? I mean, inflation's killing everybody right now. We have obviously 40-year highs in it. People my age, I mean, most people just have not seen this kind of stuff who are doing this work. Never seen something like this before. So keep all that in mind. Um, people are making more money than they ever have as well. So again, just continue to work hard out there. And if you definitely have any comments, questions, just definitely leave a comment below, and I will try to respond to you the best I can. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.